Hi guys, welcome to Jumade channel. Thank you for your inquiries. Many of you that have contacted me, your engagement fuel my inspiration to make more video. Subscribe, comment, and like. And today we're talking about avoiding some critical mistakes in EB2. If this mistake are not avoided, it can lead to denial of your visa. So today we're just going to go through those mistakes that can lead to a denial of this of your visa. After doing a good job, having all the qualification, it takes more than having qualification for your visa to be approved. So those things that you need to take cognizance of are the thing that we are going to mention today and going to talk about. Before we start talking about mistakes, if you look at my previous video, I have told you about those things that can strengthen your documentation and make you have approval. If you have not watched it, watch the recommendation letter, the prompt one, the prompt two, the prompt three video. They are well, explicit to just guide you in your application. So I'm going to just, for emphasis sake, say this thing can strengthen your national interest. You must demonstrate. Even despite you are eligible, you must demonstrate that what you're coming to do in the United States is of national interest. And then your documentation too must be well detailed. And the prompt one, prompt two, prompt three test more. If you have the eligibility and you have the documentation and you cannot even attend very well to prompt one, prompt two, and three, your visa will be denied. And the intrinsic value that you bring to America, it's important and it's critical. So these are the things that you need to take cognizance of when you are putting in your application and applying to USSI. Let them know that, okay, you are going to craft a very compelling message, a compelling petition. You tailor your petition in a very persuasive way, convince them beyond reasonable doubt. This application is all about packaging. If you don't package yourself very well, unfortunately, many people have what it takes, but they don't know how to package it, including your university. You have to talk about your university in a way that, it's it's going to give you a very good thing. Avoid using generic language. Some people think when they craft the petition as a medical scientist or as an engineer, and if they use technical jargons, they will impress the USCIS officer. But the truth of the matter is, these people are laymen and they are just everyday people like me. So use simplified English that they can understand, and that will be on your advantage than using technical jargons. Follow the guidelines of USCIS. There is a lay down. If you go to the website, I'll put the link below. It's giving you every detail that you need. Seek professional guidance. Why so many people are saying they don't have money for lawyer? I myself, I find out that the money the lawyer collects for EB2 NIW is too exorbitant. It's on the high side. But there are so many people that have done it themselves and they have experience. Like myself, I did my own package and I've been guiding others to do. Contact those who have, if you don't have money for Anthony, contact those who have gone through the system and they came out very successful. Don't contact people that apply and they have this pitfall we're going to talk about today that you should avoid when you are doing your. So, this pitfall that you need to avoid. The first one and the most obvious one is that many people think if they can just tell the immigration, US immigration, that there's a shortfall or there's a labor shortage of that particular field, because you can do for business, arts, science, and technology. If you decide to say, oh, because there's a shortage when I come, you have already given yourself a red flag. This is going to make your application to be disapproved, or they can ask for more RFE, give you RFE, they request for more evidence. Because EB2NIW, it's not to address the labor shortage. There's another visa that address labor shortage and labor certification. So if you want to make your application to be very good, make sure you don't use labor shortage at all, if you can. If you can just mention it briefly in chapter 4, which is about talking about, you just mention it passively, but don't keep saying because of labor. That's a red flag and it's a pitfall you need to avoid. Another pitfall you need to avoid is using URL links. Some people they just decided to put the link in their application. The officers they have thousands of applications they are processing. If you are putting a document to prove that this is what you want to use to support, print it out, screenshot it, put it there as a paper or upload it as a document. Don't put the URL link. The link will make your application to be cumbersome. So I want to advise you. The only thing I usually do when I help clients is I put the documentation and for emphasis sake, I put the link. If they doubt the documentation that is original, they can go to the link and confirm. But if the documentation is there, it's important than just putting the link and said, okay, officer, this is the link I'm talking about. Go and find out yourself. They don't have the time. So these are the things that you need to do. And I've noticed that so many people now they are using AI generated content. AI generated content will cause problem for you because even the USCIS officers too, they know the AI generated. The AI, when it generates documentation, there are common vocabulary that it will keep repeating, that will be bringing out. You must understand that using AI is not the primary thing you need to do. The only way you can use AI is after you have already crafted your documentation. Understanding that English is not our first language, you can go to AI and say, can you please polish this for me and say it in a more meaningful way. But if you are just telling AI, please do this for me, you are just shooting your leg on the leg. So I will advise you that you use AI with critical understanding that even the people that you are sending the documentation to, they to understand and the use of AI. So another thing you need to do is to talk about your discipline. There's difference between your discipline and your endeavor. Some people, because they are, for instance, medical scientists or an engineer, civil engineer, they said, okay, because there's shortage of engineers in America. When I come, no. When I come to America, I will get a job along this line. That's your discipline. It's not your endeavor. Your endeavor, what you're going to do in America, must have, bearing with national importance. So endeavor and discipline is different. For instance, I'm a medical scientist. I said my endeavor is going to start a business, having a laboratory, and that's my endeavor. Even though they are similar, they're not the same thing. So avoid emphasizing that your endeavor. So if you look critically at this thing, you will try to, if you minimize this thing, it will be of good advantage to you. Um, Let me know if there are comments, if there are other clarification you want me to make, and link below. Look at it. And Jumade Consulting Firm, we're there for you. If you need any support, any help, thank you. Subscribe, share. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.